Good day, good people. My name is Kabusekwele and I'm an online math tutor here to help young children turn their struggles into their successes. Today's video is going to be about a very interesting topic. We're going to be talking about being in the top 10. Now, I'm not sure if anyone outside of South Africa knows what the top 10 is, because I've only ever heard South Africans speak of it. The top 10 is a list of the 10 highest achieving students in a grade. And this is a very big achievement, so big that if you are a part of the top 10, if you are one of the top 10 students, then you get to wear a badge or something that just identifies you as being a part of the top 10. So if you were a part of the top 10, everybody knew that you were a part of the top 10 simply because of that badge or whatever it is that would identify you as that. So even if your child is not referred to the highest achieving students as a part of the top 10, I'm sure there's some sort of, wherever you stay, there's some sort of way to identify kids that get the highest grades per grade in their school. So in this video, I'll be sharing what it took for me to finally reach my goal of being a part of the top 10. I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't easy. I really needed to work hard, and so to reach my goal, I needed to improve two areas of my life. I needed to improve how I studied, and I needed to improve the amount of time I spent studying. So let's start with the first one, how I studied. In a lot of schools, subjects can be split into two categories: the theoretical subjects as well as the technical subjects. And here in South Africa, you get to choose what subjects you take, and the majority of subjects that I chose were technical. I really had quite a few technical subjects. I had something called physical sciences. I had a subject called engineering and graphics design, which is basically technical drawings. I had another subject called civil technology, which is the high school version of civil engineering. It's like the very foundational level. And then of course I had mandatory subjects like languages and math, and another subject called life orientation. So basically the only subjects of mine that were theoretical were the ones I didn't choose for myself. Now what I noticed was that to do well with these theoretical subjects, I just needed to sit there and study. I just needed to sit and read. And you need to study everything. See, when it comes to those subjects, it's all about learning the knowledge and also being able to draw certain conclusions with the knowledge that you now have. However, when it came to the more technical subjects, my approach needed to be a little different. With technical subjects, I needed not just to read, but learn the principles of that specific subject. Granted, technical subjects do come with some theory. However, learning the principles of a subject does not come simply by just reading and memorizing the information. It comes by developing an understanding of the theory and then actually applying that theory, practically applying the theory. That's how you learn the principles of a technical subject. That's how you get the bigger picture of a technical subject. Can't get the bigger picture just by reading and memorizing the little bit of theory that you get. So until you actually reason on the theory and until you actually apply the theory. In other words, until you actually solve problems using the theory that you read. And if you can't solve a problem, try and figure out for yourself why you can't solve that problem. What's the reason? Until you do those types of processes with technical subjects, you will struggle. And math is exactly like that. With math, you need to read the theory, but you need to thoroughly understand the theory and then go on and apply. See, because applying the theory shows whether or not you understand the theory. Because if you struggle to apply the theory, it shows that your understanding of it is lacking and you need to improve on your understanding of the theory. So math is exactly like that. And to do well in math, you needed to know the principles. It's not just about reading. You need to understand, you need to apply. When your application is not going well, you need to figure out why it's not going well, then go back and try and understand the theory. It's just a process that takes time. It's not like with the theoretical subjects. The approach of study is very different from the theoretical subjects because these technical subjects like math and like physics, they're based on truths and facts that you can't just understand by simply reading a couple of words on printed paper. That's not how principles work. Experience teaches you those truths, those principles. Reasoning and thinking teaches you those principles. So I needed to go further than just reading the theory of my technical subjects. So simply put, I improved the way I studied. I improved my study skills when it came to these technical subjects. So now that I had improved my method of study, I needed to improve how much time I spent studying. But this was a challenge. It was a very big challenge for me because I honestly had the best group of friends back in high school and all I wanted to do with them was just hang out. So having to cut down my time with them, that was a bit of an issue, but it's what had to be done. I didn't get it right completely, truth be told, but I found ways to increase the amount of time that I spent studying. I cut down on other things, but I did end up spending a lot more time studying. I would stay up late studying, applying the study methods that we just discussed, and it eventually worked. I eventually did reach my goal. I think it taught me a very vital lesson. It just taught me to put my head down and to work hard. A common misconception with many kids is that children who are the highest achievers, children that are in the top 10, are the geniuses of the school, and they are the most intelligent people, and that it's an unattainable goal for the majority. I didn't achieve that goal because of talents or genius. I was able to reach that goal because I worked hard and I found ways to be as efficient as possible when it came to how I study. This idea that people who get good grades do it effortlessly is not true in the slightest. No one is born with knowledge. It is learned. Nobody is born knowing how to reason well. That's a learned skill. You learn it over time. And subjects like mathematics and physical science, these difficult subjects actually help you to improve on your ability to reason. So difficult subjects like that help you to learn how to think, because you are forced to think. In order to get good grades in those subjects, you're forced to think, which is how you learn how to think. See, it's a learned skill. It's a quality that your child can develop, and it's something that they need to be aware of. It's a mindset that they need to have. Those type of achievements do not award children who are born that way. It awards children who learn the skills, because it's through learning the skills that you get good grades. So parents, that is my video for today. I hope it shed some light on what your child can do to get themselves to higher grades. If you are a parent searching for an online math tutor for your child, please be sure to go down to my website and schedule a free consultation with. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.